Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
It feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mitchell. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Mitchell. He's got Ayuk once again. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Mitchell under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now this time, Murray to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he works free. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throwing now is Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. And I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
Yeah, they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And he is out of bounds, up past the 10. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Taking it right down Broadway. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
17-0 our score after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Mitchell to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Okay. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Here's Mitchell on 1st down, eluding the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Mitchell. And it's intercepted. There he goes, right side.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. Another run here with Dobbins. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Murray. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Leo Chanel charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ayuk going to go in motion right.
Mitchell on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Mitchell. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Mitchell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Go. Big ace open. Big ace. That's one.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
It's no secret their season is not going the way that they want it. So in a spot like that on 4th down, is it kind of like, why not? Let's just go for it.
I would hope that would be part of their game plan going in. There's no reason not to go for it in that situation. But if I flip it over to the other side, you also know that their season is a struggle for them. You should expect them to be a little more wide open and go for it in 4th down situations. You should be prepared for that.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now. Conley's got it over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so we'll have to move it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings have opened the lead up to 30. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 146 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Down to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And now off to the races down the right side. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Touchdown from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
It appears they're going to throw forward with Murray. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Isaiah Pacheco, 34 yards. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Murray. That pass complete to Moore.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Murray off play action. A short one here, caught by McBride.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Hey, hold on.
At the Vikings 40-yard line.
Play fake, Murray. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Murray looking to change the play here.
First down, Arizona.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1.
He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the pass?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hilton.
And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The Cardinals on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Now Murray's got to have this one. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's caught inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now they'll change things up.
First down, Cardinals.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis-Seen. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 74 yards. And the Cards are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here. He's got it at the 2. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. To decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brandon Ayuk from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
J.K. Dobbins.
78 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Complete at the 1. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so.